If you're running a business today, wow, you know the market is just relentless.
Yeah.
We're all constantly bombarded, right?
Yeah.
Thousands of marketing messages every single day.
Yeah, it's an absolute flood. Everyone's shouting, trying to get noticed.
And that's exactly what we're tackling in this deep dive. How do you build a brand that doesn't just make noise, but actually sells? We're not just talking about, a nice logo here. This is really the core thing, separating businesses that really thrive from those that are just, well, struggling.
It really is.
So our mission today is to unpack some practical, proven approaches. We're drawing insights from the guide, Build a Brand That Sells.
A great resource.
Yeah, I want to figure out how you craft that identity that really clicks with people, expresses itself consistently, and builds that essential trust. The trust that turns someone browsing into a buyer and buyers into genuine fans.
Advocates even.
Exactly. Now, many brilliant business owners, maybe even you listening, sometimes treat branding as like an afterthought, something you do later.
Right. We'll get to the pretty stuff once the product's perfect.
But here's the kicker. Your brand isn't just what you say. It's kind of the sum total of all these tiny perceptions your audience forms. It's their mental shortcut for understanding who you are, what you do, and crucially, why they should even care.
And what's fascinating, I think, is the opportunity this creates, especially for smaller businesses, even solopreneurs.
How so?
Well, they can really leverage brand to build these authentic connections, the kind larger, maybe more impersonal companies just can't replicate easily. It's not just a big budget game.
That's a great point. It starts with getting that core right.
Absolutely.
Because, let's be honest, even an amazing product isn't enough anymore. The market's too crowded. You need that brand to, well, cut through.
It attracts the right clients, builds trust up front, even before a sale happens.
And that trust, as the guy points out, is what lets you command, maybe a premium price.
Yeah, and if you look at the wider picture, there's research from CED showing 64% of consumers pick brands mainly because they share the same values.
Wow, 64%.
Yeah. So that foundation, your mission, purpose, values, positioning, it's like the brand's DNA. Without it, even the best visuals won't quite land.
Okay, so let's dig into that DNA, starting with mission and purpose. The guide draws a really useful line between them.
It does.
Mission is the what you do day to day, the tangible stuff, the problems you solve.
Right, the practical activity.
But purpose is the why you even exist beyond making money, the change you want to see.
And together, they act like a compass, guiding decisions, attracting people who are aligned with that vision.
The guide suggests asking some quite profound questions, actually, like, what problem are you really solving? Who truly benefits?
And what gap would be left if you suddenly disappeared? What bigger impact are you aiming for?
I love the example they give of the designer, moving from just general design, which is so
Right, it could be anything.
to focusing specifically on designing accessible websites for small charities.
Yeah.
Instantly, that clarity helps them stand out. It attracts the right clients, guides their work.
And it avoids that whole mission creep problem, those vague statements that sound nice but don't mean much in practice.
Okay, so if mission and purpose are the heart, values are the character.
Exactly. Think 3 to 5 core values. These aren't just words. They're filters for decisions. They shape your culture, your brand's personality, how you sound, how you act.
But how do you stop them from just being words on a web page?
That's the key question, isn't it? It's about translating them into behaviors. So if transparency is a value, maybe that means you share pricing openly.
Practical actions?
Right. Customers then feel respected. Or if creativity is a value, perhaps you always present multiple solution approaches. The guide even suggests boiling down your personality to 3 words. Maybe bold, warm, expert. That helps guide your tone everywhere.
Like the coffee shop example they used?
Oh yeah, 2 shops claim community. But the one that hosts local events, knows regulars, shows local art, they live the value. It feels real.
That doing versus saying difference is huge, which leads nicely into the positioning statement.
The strategic elevator pitch.
Yeah, answering that killer question, why choose you instead of the alternatives?
And it's not just for marketing copy. It can actually shape your product development too.
The guide offers a template, right? Something like
Yeah, for your target audience, we're the type of business offering that provides this key benefit or solution because here's our core differentiator.
simple but powerful.
To get there, you look at competitors. Who are they serving? What benefits do they push? What's their personality? Then you spot the gaps, the unmet needs.
And proof helps. Data, testimonials.
Absolutely. Concrete proof makes it believable.
So think about those 2 music apps again. One just sells songs, generic. The other offers personalized playlists, social sharing. needs the first one ignores, creating its own space.
Exactly. And the guide stresses, test it. Ask actual customers. If they shrug and say, so what? Back to the drawing board.
Right. Okay, so core defined. Now, making it visible and audible, bringing it to life.
Look and sound.
First impressions, they happen fast, like 50 milliseconds fast.
Yeah.
Design is critical.
It really is. The guide mentions a cafe that literally doubled foot traffic just by thoughtfully redoing its visual identity. That's not random luck.
And color plays a massive role in that perception, doesn't it?
Hugely. There's a Reboot survey finding color boosts brand recognition by up to 80%.
80%.
And Small Business Trends says it influences 93% of purchase decisions. So choosing colors that genuinely reflect your brand personality isn't just aesthetic, it's strategic.
And accessibility matters here, too. Thinking about things like contrast ratios so everyone can actually read your stuff.
Definitely. WCAG-AA compliance is sort of the standard baseline there. It's about usability for all.
So beyond color, you need the whole visual system, right? Logos, fonts.
Yeah, logo variations for different uses, a clear typography hierarchy, maybe one main font for headlines, a complementary one for text. Keep it simple, maybe 2-3 font families max.
And then imagery.
Consistent imagery style, maybe guided by a mood board, unified icons. It all needs to point back to those core values and positioning.
Okay, visuals sorted, then comes the voice, how your brand sounds.
If visuals grab attention, voice builds the relationship.
Right. Nielsen Norman Group found consistent tone increases trust by 10%, user attention by nearly 20%.
That's significant. Your brand voice is how you translate those values into how you communicate everywhere, website, emails, social media.
So how do you, codify that?
The guide suggests a voice pillars matrix. Connect each value to voice characteristics. Transparency might mean explains complex things simply. Innovation could mean uses fresh language, avoids jargon.
Ah, okay. So it guides the team.
Exactly. It shows how the tone might adapt. A sales email sounds different from an error message, but the core personality stays consistent.
So the big challenge then is actually applying it consistently.
Documentation needs to be specific. Words to use, words to avoid, grammar quirks, even how much humor is okay.
Wow, quite detailed.
It needs to be. When you're writing, focus on active voice, vivid words, address the reader as you, mix up sentence lengths, keep it engaging.
All this leads to that critical point.
Yeah.
Consistency. Everywhere. All touch points.
The source material really hammers this home. Consistent brands see real revenue growth, but it needs structure.
Like a brand steward, someone in charge.
Exactly. Someone owns the guidelines. And you need regular audits, websites, social, emails, packaging, sales decks, even internal docs.
The guide mentioned a B2B company.
Yeah, they audited everything. Sales deck, support emails, the lot. 6 months later, brand recognition up 46%, customer satisfaction up 18%.
Incredible. Just from consistency.
It's a cycle. Create the standard, document it, train people on it, audit how it's being used, then update as needed. That style guide needs to be a living thing everyone can access.
Consistency, not rigidity, though. Evolving thoughtfully.
Precisely, with version control and maybe quarterly reviews to stay sharp.
Okay, brand core is solid, look and sound are defined. Now, talking to the right people, building real connections.
This is where the riches are in the niches comes in. You can't be everything to everyone.
So segmentation. Demographics are just the start.
Yeah, age, location, income. Useful, but limited. You need psychographics, their values, attitudes, lifestyles, why they buy.
And that job to be done framework, JTBD.
That's incredibly powerful. It shifts focus from who someone is to what progress they're trying to make.
Give me an example.
Okay, a college student and a busy exec. Totally different demographics, but both might hire a meal delivery service for the same job. Eat healthy without planning or cooking.
Ah, I see. It's about the underlying need.
Exactly. You need to ask deeper questions. What are their real worries? What makes them feel successful? Any value conflicts they struggle with?
Like that fitness studio example, tailoring class descriptions.
Right. For accountability seekers or social connection types or performance junkies, they spoke directly to the job each group had, and retention jumped 42%.
Wow. Okay, so you know who you're talking to. Now, crafting messages that actually resonate.
This is about translating your positioning for each segment, but crucially keeping that core brand voice intact.
So tailor the benefits you highlight.
Precisely. Show them the evidence relevant to their needs. And tap into emotional drivers.
Like that productivity app example.
Yeah. Moving from 27% productivity increase, which is rational,
Try.
to stop drowning in to-do lists, finish work by 5 p.m., That hits the pain point, the desired feeling.
It's much more compelling, and you map this to the buyer journey.
Mm-hmm. Awareness messages focus on the problem, maybe trigger emotions. Consideration uses case studies, shows your unique approach. Decision gives concrete reasons, ROI. Loyalty builds community.
And emotion is key because neuroscience.
Yep, most purchase decisions are made in the emotional brain. Smart brands identify triggers like belonging, achievement, security, autonomy that align with their personality.
The guide mentioned rituals, like unboxing.
Oh yeah, that skincare brand with the Instagrammable packaging. It met functional needs and the emotional need for belonging, for being part of something cool. That drove 70% growth from recommendations.
Incredible. And you need feedback loops to stay tuned in.
Constantly. Social listening, surveys, direct conversations, data analysis. Audiences evolve, so you have to evolve with them.
Okay, core defined, brand alive, audience understood. Time to show up and, well, convert that interest.
Strategic visibility, not just being everywhere, but being where it matters.
Omnichannel, not just multi-channel. What's the difference again?
Multi-channel is just being on different platforms. Omnichannel is making the experience seamless across them, a joined-up story.
Got it. So how do you choose the right platforms?
3 lenses. Where does your audience hang out and what's their mindset there? Does the platform's style fit your brand's personality? And realistically, can you maintain high-quality content there?
Start narrow and deep.
Definitely. Master 1 or 2 core channels first, like that niche cycling brand focusing just on Instagram and email initially.
Right, they got 43% higher engagement doing that. Build momentum first.
Exactly.
And that discipline applies to content, too. Content pillars.
Yeah, 3 to 5 core themes, linking your purpose to audience needs. Then the core to micro model.
Create one big piece.
Right, a cornerstone article, a long video, then slice and dice it. Extract smaller pieces adapted for different channels.
Like that B2B software company turning one report into 20-plus pieces of content.
Insanely efficient. Blog posts, LinkedIn, clips, social images, email sequences, a webinar, all from one core asset. Maximum impact, maximum consistency.
Using templates helps keep it all looking and sounding right.
Essential for scaling that consistency, both visually and for the voice.
And all this consistency builds trust over time, that rule of 7.
People need around 7 meaningful interactions before they act. A seamless cross-channel experience speeds that up. Connect online and offline too, QR codes on packaging, follow-up emails.
And measure the impact.
With a KPI ladder, track awareness reach, engagement, likes, shares, conversions, sign-up sales, loyalty, repeat buys, referrals. Do quarterly audits to spot any jarring experiences.
Okay, so building trust to eventually turn it into transactions. How do you bridge that gap?
Trust signals are vital. What makes people feel safe buying from you?
Things like testimonials, reviews.
Exactly. Authority markers like certifications, clear pricing for transparency, and obviously consistency. But social proof, probably the biggest quick win. Bright Local found 87% read reviews, often needing 4 stars or more.
So display those trust signals prominently.
Website, marketing materials, testimonials, press logos, review scores, SSL badges, guarantees. Make them visible.
And renewed friction.
Absolutely. Clear pricing, easy checkout, risk reversal like a perfect fit promise sounds way better and more on brand than just 30-day returns.
Even the small details reflect the brand.
Every single one.
Since most people don't buy right away, the nurture funnel.
Right. Salesforce says 6 to 8 touches needed for a lead. Email is still king here. Personalized emails get much higher conversion rates.
So the funnel should
Welcome them, offer value and insights, show proof, explain benefits clearly, maybe add a little gentle urgency later on.
like that B2B company converting 32% of trial users with their 14-day email sequence.
Perfect example. Tutorials, success stories, personalized tips. But crucially, maintain that brand voice even in automated sequences. Error messages shouldn't sound robotic.
And finally, the offers themselves need to feel natural, inevitable.
Yeah, they should perfectly align with your values and solve the problems you've been talking about. Think about an offer structure.
Like a low-risk entry point.
Free trial, maybe. Then your main hero offer. And maybe premium options like subscriptions for ongoing value. Every offer has to echo the brand, mission, and positioning.
That fitness studio example again, the premium membership with community events.
Exactly. It boosted lifetime value by 27% because it was a genuine extension of their community promise. Aligned offers make customers want to stay and spend more.
Okay, wow, we've covered a lot. Defining the core, bringing it to life, connecting with people, showing up, converting, which leads to the flywheel idea.
Right. Not a leaky funnel, but a self-reinforcing cycle. Each step powers the next.
The guide laid out 6 stages.
Yep. Core positioning, expression, visual verbal identity, audience understanding them deeply, visibility, showing up right, conversion, trusted transactions, and advocacy, customers promoting you,
Like that boutique coffee brand example.
where they systematically revisited each stage quarterly,
Yeah.
refreshing packaging, getting barista feedback, tweaking channels, refining ordering, running community programs.
And doubled word-of-mouth referrals, because each part fed the next.
Exactly. It creates momentum.
But to keep it spinning, you need to measure, learn, iterate.
Absolutely. Hard numbers and human stories. Things like Net Promoter Score, brand search volume, engagement, conversion rates, repeat purchases, customer lifetime value.
Share of voice, review ratings, referrals, cost per acquisition. Quite a list.
And remember, relevance drives action. So qualitative stuff matters too. Customer interviews, watching user recordings.
That sauce company reducing churn by fixing their onboarding emails.
Classic example. NPS dropped. They investigated, found the emails felt off-brand, fixed them. Churn improved 17%. You even need to track internal sentiment, employee NPS. Unhappy staff often means unhappy customers are coming.
A brand equity score gives that overall picture.
Yeah. Awareness, quality perception, loyalty, positive associations, all rolled up.
So finally, how do you future-proof this? Embed it in the culture.
That's the goal. Make brand thinking automatic. The guide warns about pitfalls when you scale.
Shiny object syndrome.
Inconsistent onboarding, ignoring staff feedback, copying competitors visually, forgetting your loyal early customers. These kill momentum.
So how do you avoid them?
Mini brand sprints quarterly for small teams can work well. Review feedback, audit touchpoints, brainstorm improvements, keep everyone connected.
And clear governance, decision-making rules.
Crucial. Plus, internal rituals, maybe monthly brand wins meetings, quarterly reflection days, make it part of the operational rhythm.
And keep experimenting a bit.
Yeah, allocate maybe 10–15% of the marketing budget to try new things. Explore fresh ways to express those core values. Push boundaries safely. Keep it alive.
So wrapping this all up,
Yeah.
what's the big takeaway for everyone listening?
I think it's that your brand isn't just this external thing you project.
Right. It's more like an internal operating system for your business.
Exactly. How consciously are you actually nurturing that system within your team, your culture?
That's a powerful thought. What small changes could you make right now to ensure your brand doesn't just, sell stuff, but actually lives inside every interaction, every decision, every day? Maybe reflect on just one area from this deep dive. Is it clarifying your values? Auditing your touch points? Really digging into your audience's job to be done? What's the one thing you can explore further to strengthen your brand's pull?
Food for thought.
Definitely. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive.